Well, Iranians around the world have been taking to the streets to celebrate, in some instances, following US and Israeli strikes on Iran. Iranians in London were heard chanting "Long live the King" while waving flags from the pre-1979 Islamic Revolution.
Waving the flag of pre-1979 Iran is celebrating authoritarian rule under a brutal dictator just as much as it is celebrating the death of one. The Shah was a US puppet who ruled with an iron fist, caused his own subjugation of the Iranian people in his time. I'm not saying that the Islamic State of Iran was any better towards its people. The US has never cared about Iran. The US has always cared about Iran's oil. The Shah was installed to get at Iran's oil. The US hasn't been able to have Iran's oil since the Shah was deposed and sanctions were placed on Iran in 1981. Those sanctions only became broader and more global over the years, basically isolating them from the West. If you wanted progress in Iran, you wouldn't isolate them from the West. Look at Saudi Arabia. Look at United Arab Emirates. They both have had immense progress socially because of their connection to the West. No one is unhappy when a brutal dictator dies. People are unhappy when war crimes are committed to do it. Celebrating the death of the supreme leader is celebrating the death of over 100 schoolgirls, the death of over 500 civilians, the death of US soldiers, deaths in Israel, all of it preventable. The US had all the leverage in negotiations with Iran. They even offered zero enrichment of nuclear, which means they wouldn't be able to have nuclear energy for their country. A massive economic loss. Nothing was enough. The war was waged because they don't care about negotiating with Iran. They need a win. They need a distraction from Epstein, and they want the oil. And Israel has wanted to attack Iran and wanted US specifically to attack Iran for decades. So just before you start celebrating, remember, democracy is not the goal here. It never was. Democracy needs a plan, and right now there is none for Iran, except pummeling it. We're more likely to end up with Iran as a failed state, which is far worse for its citizens. The US doesn't give a shit about any Iranians. Israel doesn't give a shit about Iranians. In fact, they love killing them. So to the diaspora, if you were in Iran right now, they wouldn't give a fuck about killing you. That's who you're celebrating right now. People who see you as dogs. People who see you as less than human, as numbers, statistics, war crimes they have to not even apologize for. So just know, if you are celebrating, the people who aren't celebrating are actually the ones on your side. But hey, celebrate the death of a dictator while they arrange your next one.